All right, here we go. This video is going to be about the nervous system. We're going to discuss what that is. We're going to discuss God and the connection between the two of them to create a reality of constant safety and peace and harmony. So, what if your panic, anxiety, or shutdown moments aren't really a weakness, but it's your nervous system doing exactly what it's designed to do, just at the wrong time? So, let's understand what the nervous system is. The nervous system is really a translator between your brain and the world around you. So, if an event happens, which it's constantly you're seeing things are going on all around you, and your nervous system translates them to you. If somebody hits you, the nervous system picks it up literally, their nerves, they feel it. We just got hit, and then it starts to translate to you what you need to do at this moment. So if the nervous system translates it as danger, you'll go into one of the three reactions that the nervous system has, either fight, flight, or freeze. So if you're walking down the street and you see a very suspicious looking dude, carrying a knife, and he walks over to you and punches you, you're probably going to be like, this is really dangerous. We need to either fight this guy off or run away. Or if it's a polar bear, probably just freeze. You don't have much you're gone at that point. But if it's your buddy walks over to you because it'll tap on the shoulder, you translate that as, this is safe. We don't have to do anything. So depending on your past experiences, your nervous system is going to translate different events in different ways. So oftentimes events are not really dangerous, but they remind us of a dangerous experience or an experience where we felt unsafe, and then the nervous system kicks in and it's like, we got to react in this way. Maybe just shut down, don't say anything. This is dangerous. Or that guy just looked at you. You got to speak up for yourself. Go fight him. When there's no danger here. So it's all based on our past experiences. So if we don't kind of heal that nervous system, or don't teach it how to translate things in real time in the present versus constantly translating things that happened a long time ago, then we are going to be in trauma mode constantly. And then it feels very unsafe. We're unstable. We're shutting down all the time, or we're reacting all the time in ways that are just inappropriate for the current moment. You're driving down the street and someone honks at you, and you get angry. What are you angry about? Somebody honked at you. That is the whole situation. There's no danger here. There's not a threat. Maybe they honked at someone else. Maybe they even honked at you. Did you do anything wrong? You stood by the light for an extra 1 second, so someone honked at you. There's no need to get too crazy about it. It can just, all right, the guy honked, and I keep driving. Everything's cool. But if that reminds me of the teacher that used to tell me everything I do is bad, I may be like, oh no, this guy is the worst person in the world. He just honked at me. Now I'm getting angry. I got to stop my car and get out there to take out my baseball bat and break his windshield. Big reaction for a small event because I'm living in the past. I'm not in the present moment. So that's the nervous system. Now, it's not doing the wrong thing. It's just not current. It's stuck in the past. So we would want to update it and bring it to the current moment. So a couple of things that we're going to jump to the next step. The next thing we're going to talk about God, the spiritual piece that's missing over here. Now I use the word God because it's pretty international, but if you don't like it, use any other word, the higher power, your true self, your soul, your higher self. It doesn't matter. The universe, same idea. But the average person today and the nervous system carries way too much. It's physically and spiritually not possible to hold all of it. A regular person, you don't even have to be married, but let's say you're married, you have a family, you have a job, you have kids, you have 1,001 things to deal with on a daily. that are impossible for you to deal with all the time. And if you think you have to, then your nervous system will be constantly overwhelmed, and every little thing becomes a trigger. You come home, and your wife says, "Finally, you got home. What? I've been working all day for you." Right away, I'm in trigger mode. If I don't unload some of these responsibilities, because there are way too many. In fact, most of them I can't even control. They're just beyond me. Like my kids' moods, my spouse's mood, my own mood sometimes. I can't control it. It's beyond my control, yet I try to. Or if I try to, I'm in a lot of trouble because I won't be able to, and the system will be overloaded. In fact, there's so many things that we can control and we don't because they're very obvious. Like we don't walk around. The average person doesn't walk around hoping the earth doesn't swallow him because it's out of my control. If this earth decides to swallow me, that's gonna happen. There's nothing I could do about it. I am not worried about the sky falling on my head because that's out of my control. I won't be able to hold it up anyhow. But there's 1,000 other things that we can't control. Yet we try to. Like, for example, the weather. You walk outside and it's raining, and you looked at the weather app earlier this morning and it said it wouldn't rain. You get upset. I can't believe it's raining. It's not supposed to rain. You ever heard yourself saying that? It's not supposed to rain. How dumb does that sound? What do you mean it's not supposed to? Clearly it is because it's raining. Yet you take out your phone and look at the app and you're like, it said it wouldn't rain. It says it's not raining. I can't believe it's raining. So there's a million and one things we can't control. And, for those of us that run a business, there's, we invest. You make investments. You can't control the outcome. You try your best. If you plant a seed in the ground, you can't control its growth. You can sprinkle it with water, with love. That's about it. Whether it grows or not is not really up to us. So there's tons of things that are just out of our control. And if we don't offer them to God, to our higher self, we will walk around with burdens that we have absolutely no control over. And that will overwhelm the nervous system. So it's important to take the time and to offer all the things we can't control and things that we think we could control. We offer it to our higher self, to our higher power, to God, and say, hey, my business, my family, my wife, myself, I can't control them. You do it. I will do what I can do. And I just do I do my stuff that I do that I can. The rest, I don't want sitting on my responsibility. I don't want it sitting on my nerves, overwhelming and stressing me out. Then I will be dysregulated. So to remain in regulation, I have to surrender all the things I can't control to God. And that gives a lot of space for the nervous system to remain calm. Now, there are some practical tools we can do to train the nervous system to be calm. So if you're looking for this transformation, so yes, we're going to surrender to God all our stuff that we can't handle. Super important, because otherwise there is no way to remain calm and not have the nervous system triggered constantly and be reactive. You have to offer it. But then there are also tools we can use to train the nervous system and to bring it to the present moment, to help it relax even in a time of stress. So there's thousands of tools. There's journaling, there's meditating, there's cold plunging, there's just being, awareness practices. So let's say, for example, putting yourself in a high stress situation, like a cold plunge. You jump in there, it's freezing water. Every part of your being is saying, jump out, we are going to die. It's too cold, the body panics. Yet you know you're safe. So you can breathe through that. Whatever type of breath you try to, just stay calm in that moment, and you realize after a few minutes that you've achieved a certain calm, even though there's so much pain and your body is, pins and needles and freezing, you survived. Now you can take that to your real life. You come home and your wife starts yelling at you. You're the worst person ever. I can't believe you didn't. This is not a true story. It never happened to me. I can't believe you didn't take out the garbage. What's wrong with you? And my nervous system wants to freak out. Like, oh my God, I must be such a terrible person. I always do the wrong things. I ruin everything. It starts to go into, maybe I'll start fighting back. What are you talking about? Or maybe it just freezes and shuts down. But if I've practiced going through high stress situations, I know I'm okay. This isn't a dangerous situation. A spouse yelling at you is not dangerous. A guy honking the horn is not dangerous. Financial situations, a little bit of money in the bank, it's not dangerous. It's not going to cause harm to your body. Relax. Breathe through it. We've trained for this. Now I can breathe through it and say, hey, I can't control my wife's mood and I can't control the money in my bank right now. I'm going to surrender that to God and I'm going to breathe through this and remain calm. And then my nervous system starts to learn and it gets better at it. So we'll stop here. This is stuff that doesn't shift overnight. So don't be delusional by thinking I went into a cold plunge today and tomorrow I'm completely healed. This stuff happens over time. If your nervous system has been dysregulated for 20 years, give yourself 20 years to dysregulate. It's not about getting to a state of perfection. It's about living in the present moment. So whatever is current, I want to be there with it. So if right now I'm dysregulated, I want to be honest about that and be right in there with the dysregulation, but breathing through it. Yeah. So that's what we've got. Be kind, be gentle. It's a slow process, but if you commit to it and do the exercises and do the surrendering to God, you will see results. And over time, you'll see that you are a way more calm person. And no matter what situation comes your way, you do not have to become dysregulated. And if you did, again, you don't have to judge yourself. You can come back into the present moment and regulate yourself again. Doable. Practice is key. Now, for my favorite part. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button below and follow our channel for more transformational videos. And again, if you enjoyed this, you can send it to a friend, a family member who may benefit from it. Thank you very much for watching and have a blessed day.